ABC7 Bangor.
From the Great Northwoods to the Rockbound Coast and streaming live in HD worldwide at foxbangor.com. More people choose Good Morning Maine.
Today on Good Morning Maine, we'll see what led to the closure of a section of Route 6 and 15 in Jackman. Plus, Senator Susan Collins attended a town meeting in East Millinocket yesterday, and we'll get a glimpse of the new online farm market price report tool released by the University of Maine. This and more local news right now. Good morning and welcome to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith. To kick off our day, let's get a first check of that forecast.
Good morning. We do have some chilly temperatures out there this morning. So as you can see, Bangor is sitting at 59 degrees, just under 60. It's actually a little bit warmer towards the coast. We can see 60 degrees in Bar Harbor, and it's actually pretty chilly the more you go up north. We can see 55 in Holton. But as we get into later today, the temperatures do warm up quite a bit, but they'll be slightly below average still. So we can see in Bangor, we'll be sitting at 70 degrees, and then down by the coast will be a little warmer, 74, 71 in Bar Harbor. And then as you go north again, it'll be a little chillier, 68 in Holton. So looking at the radar right now, we can see we're pretty much in the clear. There's not really any precipitation moving through, but the main threat for tomorrow, looking into the radar for tomorrow, we can see we do have some precipitation moving our way Thursday. This just seems to be a little bit of Virga throughout on the radar, but we do have this front coming in right here that will just bring some slight showers and possible thunderstorms. Nothing severe, just some gusty winds, heavy rain with those showers. So looking into the forecast for today, we do have a high of 74 degrees, and it'll be mostly cloudy out there with some calm winds. And then looking at the forecast for tonight, it'll be a low of 61, mostly cloudy as well with more calm winds. And then going into tomorrow, the winds will ramp up from the south at 5 to 10 miles per hour, and the high will be near 80 degrees with some scattered showers passing through. Again, nothing too severe with those showers. And then going into your hour-by-hour forecast today, you can see we start off in the mid to upper 60s. It'll be pretty cloudy throughout most of the day, and the sun comes out around 3 p.m. with a high of 74 degrees.
Thank you, Chase. A jury in New Hampshire has acquitted a truck driver in the deaths of 7 motorcyclists. Volodymyr Zhukovsky had pleaded not guilty to numerous counts of negligent homicide and manslaughter from the 2019 collision in northern New Hampshire. He had been in jail since the fatal crash. The victims were part of a Marines motorcycle club. Prosecutors allege Zhukovsky had used drugs the day of the crash and had been seen swerving on the road before crashing head into the motorcyclists. Ultimately, the judge dismissed 8 charges related to whether he was impaired at the time of the crash. During the trial, defense attorneys blamed the lead biker, saying he was drunk and swerved in front of the truck. The state has needed some rain, but it's taking a toll in some places. The Maine Department of Transportation has closed a section of Route 6 and 15 in Jackman after 2 days of heavy rain that led to a culvert failure. Officials say the upstream shoulder and half of the travel lane have been washed out. A detour has been set up that involves taking Route 201 to Bingham and Route 16 in Abbott. The total detour length is 143 miles. Once the water recedes, MDOT will assess the conditions of the pipe and plan the next steps to restore traffic to the road. A failed culvert has also been closed from Pond Avenue to Forest Avenue in Ellsworth while crews work to replace it. Officials say they expect it will be closed for the next day or 2. Hometown Health Center introduced a new facility in Palmyra. Matthew Durantzik has the story.
On a gloomy Tuesday, members of Maine Primary Care Association, Harriman Architecture Company, and supporters came out to see the unveiling of Hometown Health's newest health center. For Hometown Health CEO Robin Winslow, this is something she's been advocating for.
I'm very excited. This is something I've wanted for over 10 years in bringing something to our community that we can all use.
Winslow says the new facility will be an important asset to the town of Palmyra. The building will feature a gym with treadmills, classrooms to hold informational sessions, and nutrition classes for those who rely on SNAP to help them eat healthier. It will also include a daycare and an opportunity to expand the medical assistance treatment program to combat the current opioid crisis. While designing the building, Peter Pinkerton and Christina Porter say they overcame many challenges.
Another hard part about doing things via Zoom is you're online a lot, Google Maps, seeing it via pictures.
It was just the normal isolation of not being in an environment. We're used to collaborating, we're used to being around people, and not having that every single day was a bit of a learning curve, and having to learn how to do it in a more virtual format.
Although Representative Jared Golden was not able to attend the ceremony in person, one of his aides was there on his behalf. Winslow emphasizes the new space is all-inclusive.
It's not just for patients at Hometown Health Center, but it's for the whole community. Brings everybody under one roof. Many times our patients just need somebody to talk to, and this would give them a nice common area to go and very safe.
Reporting from Palmyra, Matthew Juronsik, ABC7 and Fox 22.
Senator Collins was in East Millinocket yesterday visiting the Katahdin Center Education Center. She attended a town meeting with Center Director Deb Roundtree to discuss their project to provide access to child care for families across the region. The visit comes after Collins secured $4 million in the fiscal year appropriations package in March. Roundtree says the additional funds are beneficial for the community.
Many of the employers looking to come to the region have expressed interest in finding quality early childhood education services for the families that they're looking to hire and bring to the region. This is a critical opportunity to bring much needed growth as far as economic and community development here in the region.
Funding from the package is intended to renovate 2,000 square feet of space by constructing additional bathrooms, providing technological improvements, and supporting education and training resources at the center. Maine farmers now have a new online tool to help them refine their business plans, apply for financing, and manage day-to-day operations. The University of Maine has launched the Maine Farmers Market Price Report. It provides updated price data by commodity, commercial, or organic. It is also searchable by region or statewide using an interactive map tool. Reports can be customized and downloaded. The time is now 6:07. Coming up next on Good Morning Maine, we'll hear from the Bangor doctor that has sidestepped supply chain issues by instead building the necessity himself. But first, let's take another look at that forecast. A high of 74 today, mostly cloudy in the sky. It's going to continue on into tonight with those clouds, low of 60. Scattered showers are likely tomorrow, a little bit warmer, high of around 80.
Did you know you don't have to be 65 years old to qualify for Medicare and Medicaid? Many people who are already on Medicaid also qualify for a WellCare Medicare Advantage plan, which means you can start taking advantage of all these benefits right now. A $0 or low monthly plan premium, preventive and comprehensive dental coverage, hearing coverage, vision coverage, and prescription drug coverage with free home delivery, plus extra benefits like free over-the-counter healthcare items, free transportation, free gym membership, home-delivered meals, and WellCare's telehealth services, which include online doctor visits and a 24-hour nurse advice line. If you know you're eligible or think you might be, call 1-844-918-0047. We'll send you our free Medicare all-in-one guide or visit enrollwellcare.com to enroll now. WellCare, it's Medicare done well.
The New York Giants take on the New England Patriots in their preseason football opener this Thursday at 7 p.m. on ABC7.
I did not sign anything.
I do have the picture of the agreement.
Do you have a picture of his signature on an agreement? Well, you don't have any evidence.
I also wasn't the owner. I was just working.
Hi, talking. Thanks.
I don't understand what's going on.
Do not interrupt me again.
Hot Bench, Wednesday at 3 on ABC7.
Despite supply chain issues, one doctor has found a way to get children the care they need. For months, the team at Northern Light Pediatrics had tried to acquire a metacasting table, a tool that's used to treat infantile scoliosis. Without the table, many families would have to either wait for the table to arrive or travel to Boston to receive the proper care. Dr. William Bassett decided the best course of action was to simply create his own table.
With early detection and early diagnosis, the sooner that you can catch this kind of seemingly complicated problem with a 20-degree curve or a 30-degree curve, The younger that the patient is, the earlier the diagnosis is made, and the earlier they undergo casting, the more likely it is that you can bring them to cure.
According to Dr. Bassett, Northern Light Pediatrics was able to avoid worsening conditions with the newly made table. Partners for Peace has started training to better serve the people of Piscataquis and Penobscot counties. Partners for Peace is an organization that helps those who have survived or are currently trying to escape domestic violence. The National Network to End Domestic Violence works with Partners for Peace to educate them about the intersection of domestic violence and HIV prevention. The groups are working together with the goal of helping those who find themselves within that intersection.
Folks who are experiencing domestic violence and also living with HIV can have some unique needs that may not be immediately apparent. And we're really excited to be getting together, to be doing this essential learning so that we around the state of Maine, we can support those survivors in the best possible way.
For more information about Partners for Peace, visit partnersforpeaceme.org. The time is now 6:10. After the break, the legislative farm bus tours are back for the first time since the pandemic. Plus, the Maine DOT has set some hefty weight restrictions on a bridge in Old Town. Details when we return.
When outdoors, some people like it hot and some people like it cold. However, when indoors, most people like it comfortably warm. Consider a Rinnai direct vent wall furnace from McCusick Petroleum Company to provide you with comfortable and efficient heat. They also offer sales and service on many brands of furnaces, boilers, and water heaters. McCusick Petroleum Company delivers oil and LP gas to homes and businesses throughout the Penquis region. If you'd like more information on pricing or service, call or stop by our office in Dover-Foxcroft.
General Rental Center has been serving Central Maine for more than 30 years with an extensive inventory, including mini track loaders with attachments, full-size track skid steer, track loader and backhoe, wheel loader with attachments, a 50-foot towable aerial lift, and a 45-foot self-propelled four-wheel drive lift. If you can't find it on our website, we can find it for you. Call for multi-day and weekend special rates.
GMA this week's gonna make you say, ooh, with a red-hot 3-day Deals and Steals event. Then Chef Bobby Flay brings the heat live, Diane Keaton, and a scorching performance by Megan Thee Stallion. This week only on GMA.
When it comes to protecting them against COVID, you need the facts. Just like other childhood vaccines, the COVID-19 vaccine has been proven safe and effective and is now authorized for children 6 months and older. Get the facts. Talk to your pediatrician or visit bravelikeme.com.
After a 3-year pause, the legislative farm bus tours are back. The first stop was the Crane Brothers Farm in Exeter. A.J. Douglas followed along as lawmakers toured the corn and potato farm.
Agriculture plays a really important role in our state and in our lives. On Tuesday, the Agriculture Council of Maine hosted a bus tour of farms for state legislative candidates. Lawmakers took time to ask questions and learn what is required to keep farmers in business.
We touched on land preservation, the issues with PFAS, pressures from solar development, and a big one, soil health.
The farm bus tours have been on hold since 2019 due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The Maine Department of Agriculture, Conservation, and Forestry Commissioner Amanda Beals says she's glad to be back.
This is a really valuable event for legislators and others who are really interested in what's going on in agriculture, want to hear from farmers about what kinds of issues they're facing and what's going well for them.
Crane says the most concerning issues for the farm would be regulations addressing support for advanced technology and access to high-demand staffing.
The future of drone spraying and spreading technology. For the past few years, we've enrolled in the H-2A labor program and have a number of seasonal employees from outside the U.S.
Farmers not listed on Tuesday's bus tour are encouraged to reach out to local representatives with the Maine Department of Agriculture, Conservation, and Forestry. In Exeter, A.J. Douglas, ABC 7, Fox 22.
Old Town residents have expressed concerns after a historic bridge gains some hefty weight restrictions. Since July 25th, the Elwyn G. Estes Memorial Bridge now has a weight restriction of 30 tons, or 60,000 pounds. The new guidelines will not affect most local delivery vehicles, such as fire engines and school buses. However, loaded logging trucks and other construction vehicles will be affected. Director of Communications for Maine Department of Transportation says a temporary bridge is being discussed with the town's construction community.
We're sorry that this is going to be an inconvenience for a time, but we're also working with Old Town, with contractors, with the university to try to make sure that this project gets done.
Merrill says construction for a new bridge should begin in 2024. The time is now 6:15. Let's get a full look at our forecast. Meteorologist Chase Ropanak is in with the latest.
Good morning. We have some pretty chilly temperatures out there. You can see right now in Bangor, we're sitting at 59 degrees. It's actually slightly warmer by the coast, sitting at 60 in Bar Harbor, and it's actually pretty chilly the more north you go, sitting at 55 in Holton. But those temperatures will rise quite a bit today. We'll get to the mid-70s, and Bangor will actually be sitting right around 70. Mid-70s will be a little bit more south. Bar Harbor will actually be sitting at 71, and then the more up north you go, a little chillier, 68 in Holton. So those temperatures will warm up today, but they'll still be slightly below average. Looking at the temperature trend for this week, we can see we're having some rising temperatures as we move on throughout the week. By Friday, we'll be around 80 degrees. Sunday, 81, just slightly above the average. And then we'll actually take a little dip starting Monday. We'll get back into the upper 70s. So looking at the humidity with this, we can see that we're going to get into the muggy region around mid-Thursday, and then it will get down to the comfortable temperatures in the dew points around 50 Friday through Sunday, and then they'll slightly increase again. It won't get too high. It'll still get around muggy, but the temperatures will be around 60 degrees for the dew points, so won't be too bad out there. Looking at the radar right now, we can see that we have nothing really on the radar, so it's pretty clear, so no precipitation in the area. But as we look into tomorrow, we will see some showers coming our way with this front that's arriving just above Bangor and coming in through Quebec right around Thursday midday, and it should come to our area around Thursday evening. So nothing severe with these scattered showers and possible thunderstorms, but just something to be aware of. So looking at the wind speeds right now, we can see we're pretty calm by the coast. We can see 6 miles per hour coming from the north at Bar Harbor. Bangor also 5 miles per hour coming from the north, but everywhere else seems to have some pretty calm winds, so nothing, no wind threats out there today. So as we look into today's forecast, we have that high of 74 degrees, mostly cloudy with some calm winds. Looks to be a beautiful day today. Going into tonight, it'll be a little chilly with a low of 61. We'll still have some mostly cloudy skies and calm winds. And as we look into tomorrow's forecast, the high will be near 80 degrees with those scattered showers coming in later in the evening, and the winds will ramp up slightly from the south at 5 to 10 miles per hour. So now as we look into the extended forecast for you guys, looks like we have a mostly cloudy day today with that high in the mid-70s. Thursday, we have those scattered showers coming in the evening. Friday and Saturday will be beautiful weather with partly cloudy skies and highs near 80 degrees. And then Sunday, we do have a slight rain chance coming in with the high near 81.
Hey everyone, today's an exciting day. I'm joined by my old friend, Mr. Ellis Williams, aka Mr. Biggs, one of the founding fathers of hip-hop from the mighty Soul Sonic Force, who, by the way, happened to be a CarShield customer, and I had no idea.
When I saw you representing CarShield, I knew CarShield was the real deal. You've always been official.
You called me and you told me, you said, man, I got CarShield, and it worked. What made you get it?
You know, I was actually watching a football game at the time. CarShield commercial came on. I was like, you know what? I have this old SUV, and I know the manufacturer warranty is about to run out. I didn't want to get stuck with expensive car repairs.
Right.
So I gave CarShield a call. Coverage was very affordable, and there was no long-term contract. A few months after that, transmission went on my car. I took it to my mechanic. Mechanic knew of CarShield. They called CarShield and saved my family and I $2,400.
CarShield is America's #1 auto protection company. Their administrators have paid out over $1 billion in claims and cover most vehicles from 5,000 to 150,000 miles.
When I bought my used car, I didn't expect any problems right away. But when it broke down, I'm glad I had CarShield.
CarShield saved me over $4,000 and followed through with their commitment. Thank you, CarShield.
I've been a CarShield customer for close to 7 years, had 3 vehicles covered, and they saved me close to $9,000.
With coverage through CarShield's administrators, you'll receive 24/7 roadside assistance, courtesy towing, rental reimbursement at no additional charge. Plus, with CarShield's nationwide coverage network, you can choose the mechanic or dealership of your choice no matter where you are.
If you're driving without a warranty, you have to call CarShield.
Yeah, you do. Give CarShield a call today before it's too late. Remember,
CarShield cars go farther.
Protect yourself now against expensive auto repair bills. Call CarShield for a free and instant protection plan quote. Once your car breaks down, it's too late. Call 800-749-7206. 800-749-7206.
If you've been injured in an accident, tell them you mean business.
And now for your national news. At least one person is confirmed dead following a devastating crash on the New Jersey Turnpike yesterday. State police say it happened just before 7 p.m. Tuesday evening when a double-decker bus overturned on the Thomas Edison service area entrance ramp to the New Jersey Turnpike. Multiple injuries have been reported, and footage of the scene shows the extensive damage to the bus, which is now turned on its side. Now to the latest on the monkeypox outbreak. Federal health officials giving an update on the public health emergency yesterday afternoon. The FDA announcing it will be stretching vaccine supply by pulling 5 doses out of a single vaccine vial without sacrificing safety or efficacy. ABC's Rena Roy has the latest.
As the monkeypox virus continues to spread across the country, federal health officials are doubling down on their fight against it.
Last week, I declared a public health emergency to address the monkeypox outbreak. Today, we take another important step.
With vaccine demand outweighing supply, the FDA announcing it will begin giving the vaccine in smaller, shallower injections under the skin, allowing up to 5 doses per vaccine vial, which could lead to a 5-fold increase in the U.S. vaccine supply.
The EUA also allows for use of the vaccine in individuals younger than 18 years of age, determined to be at high risk of monkeypox infection.
Nearly 9,000 Americans have been infected with the virus, including 20-year-old Camille Seaton.
I just want to let y'all know that I did not do anything sexual to contract this disease. This is spreading like it's here.
Nearly all the cases have been among men who have sex with men and their sexual networks, but doctors stress anyone can get the virus. It's primarily spread through skin-to-skin contact. After hearing Seaton's story, Darnell McAlpin decided to get the vaccine.
Seeing someone in Georgia have it on their face, I think just seeing the scarring and what monkeypox does to you really just made me even more willing to get the shot.
The CDC has released new guidance on how to help reduce the risk of contracting the virus, saying in part people should carefully consider the risk of attending social gatherings like raves and festivals, and if attending, they should wear clothing that helps reduce the risk of skin-to-skin contact.
With news of the IRS receiving an extra $80 billion in funding, taxpayers are wondering how that money is going to be used. Fox's Aisha Hasni has more from Capitol Hill.
Tonight, growing fears about a growing IRS.
Yes, I do have a fear of being audited.
I think that's ridiculous. The IRS needs to be smaller, not bigger.
As the White House finally goes on the record about who the IRS will use $80 billion to go after.
So no new audits on anybody making under $400,000 a year?
Very clear, no.
Republicans aren't buying it, saying low and middle class earners and small businesses will pay the price for expensive audits. Democrats believe 87,000 new employees, not all of which will be agents, will help the IRS go after the uber wealthy, a way to fix the disproportionate targeting of the lowest earners. Recent analysis by Syracuse University reveals the IRS audits the poor about 5 times more than everyone else. And in 2019, ProPublica published the top 5 places for audits were predominantly black rural counties in the Deep South.
Auditing the working poor is much easier than auditing the affluent or the wealthy.
Experts say budget cuts over the years caused the agency to lose auditors who were far more experienced to go after the wealthy.
And so the audits aren't just way, way down for the rich and for corporations, but they're thinner, they're less good.
And taxpayers we've spoken with have mixed opinions about whether this will work as Democrats intend. They hope there will be plenty of congressional oversight along with that big fat check. On Capitol Hill, I'm Aisha Hasni, Fox News.
The FBI has reportedly confiscated the cell phone of Pennsylvania Republican Scott Perry. Perry, in an exclusive statement to Fox News, said 3 FBI agents approached him yesterday while he was traveling with his family, handing him a warrant and requesting that he turn his phone over. Perry says that his phone contains information that is not the business of the government. The incident takes place one day after the raid on the Florida estate of former President Donald Trump. A grand jury decides not to indict the woman whose accusation in 1995 led to the lynching of Emmett Till. Carolyn Bryant Donham claimed that Till made improper advances and whistled at her, which led to her then-husband and his brother-in-law to abduct, torture, and murder the 14-year-old black boy. The men were arrested and ultimately acquitted in Till's killing, but Donham was never charged. An unpublished memoir by Donham expressed surprise that her accusation led to Till's death. The jury's decision means Donham, now in her 80s, will most likely not ever be prosecuted. Still to come here on the second half of our show, a VZ man who recently had his bike stolen had it replaced recently by some very appreciative peers. Plus, a Brewer girl who wanted to give back to her community on her own birthday. We'll hear details of this and more when we return.
Looking to haul a new piece of equipment? Homeowners or commercial, Coops Truck and Equipment has the right trailer for you. Coops is the largest dealer of truck flatbeds and hauler bodies in this state and can replace any old rusty bed or outfit any new truck. Our full-service facility can modify all truck and trailers with steel and aluminum fabricators on duty. We are your go-to place for CM truck bodies, H&H trailers, and load trail trailers. For trailers, truck bodies, truck outfitting, and more, it's Coops.
Dine on the deck with a delicious view at the Lucerne Inn and Ryan's Pub, now open. Experience outdoor dining at its finest 7 days a week with award-winning dishes from their executive chef, Arturo Montes. Dining on the deck at Ryan's Pub is an unforgettable culinary experience you'll want to share with your family, friends, business partners, or that special someone. Your next visit to the Lucerne Inn will feel like the first all over again.
Attention Medicare beneficiaries. If you have or are eligible for Medicaid, please listen closely. You may be eligible for a Medicare Advantage plan from WellCare with a zero or low plan premium. Call now. We can answer your questions and help you enroll over the phone. WellCare provides access to essential benefits that go beyond original Medicare, such as dental, vision, hearing, and prescription drug coverage with free home delivery. Plus, extra benefits like free over-the-counter healthcare items, free transportation, free gym membership, and home-delivered meals. Get more access to care with WellCare's telehealth services, including online doctor visits and a 24-hour nurse advice line. WellCare is contracted with Medicare to provide plans that may be perfect for you. Call 1-844-471-0022 now. That's 1-844-471-0022.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
It's Wednesday, August 10th, 2022, and it's the 222nd day of the year. That's my lucky number. Chase has the forecast in a moment. 1 year ago today, the governor of New York, Andrew Cuomo, resigns amid a sexual harassment scandal. Antonio Banderas, a Spanish actor, is 62. American model Kylie Jenner is 25. And today is National Lazy Day. It's National Spoil Your Dog Day. And it's National S'mores Day. Personally, I think dog lovers can unite in the reasoning that every day is National Spoil Your Dog Day. But in the meantime, let's turn it over to meteorologist Chase Ropanak. Good morning, Chase.
Good morning. We do have some chilly temperatures out there this morning. So as you can see, Bangor is sitting at 59 degrees, just under 60. It's actually a little bit warmer towards the coast. We can see 60 degrees in Bar Harbor, and it's actually pretty chilly the more you go up north. We can see 55 in Holton. So, but as we get into later today, the temperatures do warm up quite a bit, but they'll be slightly below average still. So we can see in Bangor, we'll be sitting at 70 degrees, and then down by the coast, will be a little warmer, 74, 71 in Bar Harbor. And then as you go north again, it'll be a little chillier, 68 in Holton. So looking at the radar right now, we can see we're pretty much in the clear. There's not really any precipitation moving through, but the main threat for tomorrow, looking into the radar for tomorrow, we can see we do have some precipitation moving our way Thursday. This just seems to be a little bit of Virga throughout on the radar, but we do have this front coming in right here that will just bring some slight showers and possible thunderstorms. Nothing severe, just some gusty winds, heavy rain with those showers. So looking into the forecast for today, we do have a high of 74 degrees, and it'll be mostly cloudy out there with some calm winds. And then looking at the forecast for tonight, it'll be a low of 61, mostly cloudy as well with more calm winds. And then going into tomorrow, the winds will ramp up from the south at 5 to 10 miles per hour, and the high will be near 80 degrees with some scattered showers passing through. Again, nothing too severe with those showers. And then going into your hour-by-hour forecast today, you can see we start off in the mid to upper 60s. It'll be pretty cloudy throughout most of the day, and the sun comes out around 3 p.m. with a high of 74 degrees.
Thank you, Chase. A VZ man has a brand new set of wheels thanks to his co-workers at Hannaford. As Jody Hersey tells us, Michael Mooney's bicycle was stolen while he was on the job, so the store employees took up a collection in order to get him a new one.
19-year-old Michael Mooney pedals to the Hogan Road Hannaford in Bangor each week, where he works part-time. Last month, when Mooney finished his shift, he went outside to hop on his bike and discovered it missing, even though he had used a bike lock.
I was just speechless in shock.
His co-workers were just as surprised.
Michael rides that bicycle to and from work. That's how he gets to work. And in this day and age, I mean, you got to give him kudos for that.
When Michael had called Bangor PD to report it, Bangor PD did their best to try to locate it, but were unsuccessful.
Mooney's boss and the other Hannaford employees decided to take matters into their own hands and started collecting donations amongst themselves in order to gift him a new one. They presented Mooney with that new bicycle last week.
As I say, I don't have any friends, I only have family, and Hannaford is now part of my family.
He's very deserving of it, and we're glad, all of us are very glad that we could do that to help him.
In Bangor, I'm Jody Hersey for ABC 7 and Fox 22.
Many students in Penobscot, Piscataquis, and Knox counties will receive a new backpack just in time for school, thanks to the generosity of an 11-year-old from Brewer. This is the 5th year in a row Ava Burke has chosen to collect backpacks for her birthday instead of gifts and donate them to the We've Got Your Back program at Penquis. On Tuesday morning, Burke dropped off 221 brand new bags, more than doubling her goal from last year.
And it made her sad when she saw that other kids didn't have what she had, and she wanted to help them feel confident in the school year. And I just think that's really extraordinary that a child has that much empathy.
I like making all the backpacks as unique as they possibly can, so then all the kids can get special different backpacks. And they're not going to be like, oh, there's 20 of that one and a bunch of other kids are going to have that one. I don't really like it. So I try to keep it really diverse so the kids can find one that they really like.
Burke is the top donor to the annual We've Got Your Back program at Penquis. A man who lives in North Texas loses his wedding ring on a beach in Florida and gets it back after a woman who also lives in North Texas finds it. Chris Ramirez and his wife Marissa went on a family vacation to Fort Lauderdale in June.
The water was a little choppy, so I decided to take my ring off and I put it in a diaper bag. In the event from moving from where we were sitting at to the resort, the ring somehow fell out, ended up in the sand.
So I picked it up and then I told my daughter, I was like, oh my God, this is a wedding ring.
Ramirez called the resort and Duffy had left her contact information there. They eventually got in touch. Duffy planned to mail the ring to whoever could receive it, but she was able to hand deliver it to Ramirez because they live near each other. Today at 3:30 in Blue Hill, kids and families are invited to the library lawn for a workshop on the flowering plant goldenrod and its wide range of uses. Information will be shared about animals, insects, and other species that interact with the plant. An herbalist will be on site to discuss the medicinal qualities of it, and crafting with goldenrod will also be an option. Guests will be able to make sun prints and butterfly cutouts. To register, use the Blue Hill Library's interactive calendar or call 374-5515, and that information will be on our website this morning. Tomorrow, beginning at 4 p.m., the Ellsworth Public Library will host a book sale. Organized by the Friends of the Ellsworth Public Library in lieu of budget cuts to the library, the sale will feature new and donated books for all ages and of all genres. The money raised will go to library programs. The sale will go from 4 to 7 tomorrow, that's 4 p.m. to 7 p.m., as well as 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Friday and 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Saturday. Still to come here this morning, Dave Peck will be in with our sports updates. But first, let's take another look at that forecast. A high of 74 today, mostly cloudy in the sky. That trend is going to continue on into tonight. A low of 60. Those clouds are going to create some scattered showers tomorrow. A high of almost 80.
How much does it cost you to use an ATM? How does $0 sound? Get cash and forget the surcharge fees with Maine Credit Union's Surf ATM network. Find over 250 surcharge-free ATMs at mainecreditunions.org.
Hey Bangor residents, the City of Bangor is offering up to $2,000 in grants for income-eligible single-family homeowners if you install a new Fujitsu heat pump in your home. And Valley Home Services is an authorized Fujitsu installer. Up to $2,000. Combine that grant with rebates from Efficiency Maine, and you could have a new Fujitsu heat pump installed by Valley Home Services at little to no cost. Don't miss this incredible offer, Bangor. Call Valley Home Services today to see if you qualify.
Established in 1925, Bangor Floral has been a premier provider of beautiful floral arrangements and thoughtful gifts for almost 100 years. Whatever the occasion, our premium collection of colorful blooms, blossoming plants, and gift baskets have warmed hearts for generations. We strongly support the Buy Local movement, purchasing directly from local farms and growers, and we are committed to the preservation of our environment. Bangor Floral, located at 332 Harlow Street. Stop in today to experience a flower shop like no other.
Finding a surcharge-free ATM just got easier. Maine Credit Unions have the largest surcharge-free ATM network in Maine with over 250 locations. Save money today. Surf ATMs at mainecreditunions.org.
Sign up for You Pick'em Red Sox at foxbangor.com. Pick who you think is going to win and compete against other fans for prizes.
Good morning, everyone. So this past high school basketball season, Brewer was my team. I picked them to win states. I picked them to beat Cooper Flagg and Nokomis, and I've been eating my words ever since. Now Flagg and his brother headed to Montverde in Florida, but before he leaves, we had a score to settle. 1-on-1, and it ended just how you might imagine.
You're about to play Coop 1-on-1, 1st to 7. What's the score? What's your prediction?
I won't score on her. And I'm way better than you.
As soon as I saw Dave walk in with the Chuck Taylors on, I knew it was over.
He looks like kind of like a 90s hooper, you know, very fundamental.
Oh my God.
My boy Dave came out with the Brewer jersey on. I think that was a very bad decision on his end.
All over him.
Cooper took that personal, and he wasn't going to let that slide.
Just personal rivalry from last year, something that we take to heart, losing that one game of our season, so just had to get him back.
My game plan going into it, let him shoot the 3. I'm not going to lose getting dunked on. And he did both.
Thanks. No, the witches, it hits some personal. It hits some personal.
I saw a look in his eyes when I pulled out the witches jersey. And then he blocked my ass.
It was a good game. Valiant effort.
What is it, 7-0?
Yeah.
What did it take, a minute 30?
It's a new age, new type of basketball, and we just showed it right there.
This is the best high school player I've ever seen. Not because he's 15 or he's 14 years old. Like, he's the best player I've ever seen.
Great job from Tyler putting that together. I still got the Chuck Taylors on. Landon didn't like them. I'm still rocking them. One thing, though, I do have to apologize to my good friends of Brewer. I let you guys down. I'm sorry. I did not mean to bring you guys in and have the collateral damage on the Witches, but credit to them because they are the state champions, and best of luck to Cooper and Ace as they head south to Montverde this week. They're not the only players on Maine United heading to prep school, though. After 2 seasons with Bangor, Landon Clark, who you just saw criticize my Chuck Taylors, is transferring to St. Paul's in New Hampshire. The former Ram spent all summer playing in the Nike Elite League with Maine United, and he garnered a significant amount of attention, specifically while at the Peach Jam tourney last month. Clark said St. Paul's felt like a good fit as soon as he stepped on campus. Solid academics, historic campus, and athletics that would stretch his ability.
Just a high-level competition in practice and in every game. You know, we go to prep school and you got these guys who are older, bigger, stronger, who you play against every day. So in practice and in the games, I'm just looking for a higher opportunity.
So congratulations to Landon and best of luck on your next endeavor. Let's switch to some Red Sox, though. Just when we thought things couldn't get worse for Chris Sale, things have gotten worse for Chris Sale. The Red Sox announced on Tuesday that the lefty has suffered a broken wrist during a bicycle accident this past Saturday. Sale was already recovering from a finger injury after finally coming back from a broken rib, but this one will put him on the shelf for the rest of the season.
We need to dispatch some people to go find whoever has the Chris Sale voodoo doll and recover it. It's just, you know, it stinks. It's really unfortunate. I mean, we're relieved this wasn't worse, but it's been such a run of bad luck for him and obviously for us.
So Sale is done for the year. The entire rotation has been banged up all summer. Nate Eovaldi is back. Now Tanner Houck is on the 15-day IL. But Michael Wacha is on his way, making a rehab start in Portland on Tuesday. Wacha has been recovering from a tired shoulder since early July. Top 4 here. Sea Dogs up 2-1. Wacha with a defensive gem. Look at that. Snagging Tristan Peters, that line drive right back to him. Then a little bit later, he'll get Brett Auerbach here looking on the outside corner. Nice pitch there from Wacha. Still in the 4th now. This was the one blemish of his outing. Sean Roby's RBI single here to center. That ties the game at 2. And then in the bottom of the 4th, the Dogs would retake the lead, though, here from Eli Marrero with the RBI single to center, scoring Alex Benelis. Sea Dogs end up winning it 5-4 in 10. For Wacha, a successful outing, 4+. He allowed 2 runs while striking out 5.
Physically, I feel great, and I felt like the ball was coming out pretty good at times. You know, the command of some of my stuff wasn't quite where I would have liked it to be tonight, but overall, the body and shoulder and everything has been feeling great. You know, so pleased with that.
And the rehab appearances will continue into Wednesday night as Kike Hernandez will suit up for the Sea Dogs then. Radio That Sports, we'll be right back after the break.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course, Hammond delivers from any of their locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
We're a AAA family.
We found out about AAA insurance through a friend who had actually mentioned it a while ago. We ran the numbers and it totally worked.
We looked at the statement for our previous insurer and then AAA insurance. Definitely, we've seen a huge difference.
Switch to AAA insurance today, and you could save an average of $483 on auto insurance. Compare that to State Farm, Geico, even Allstate. Call now for your free AAA full picture quote to find out how much you could save.
By switching over to AAA insurance, we saved over $450. So with our savings, he bought more equipment.
More money means more practice equipment.
In his world.
Why didn't we do this earlier? Why did it take so long?
We're a AAA family now.
AAA insurance allows us to do so much more with our kids and spend more time with them.
To find out how much you could save by switching to AAA Insurance, call 877-209-5384 for your free AAA full picture quote today. You'll be glad you did.
With Wednesday's business news, here's Leo Jonathan.
Average hourly earnings grew 5.2% in July. That's according to the Labor Department. Wage gains have topped 5% every month this year, and that, along with other business expenses, is being passed on to consumers, fueling a 40-year high in inflation. Microchip makers are facing slowdowns in demand even as manufacturers prepare to spend billions on new factories. Long-term sales are expected to more than double by the end of the decade. Bank of America Institute reports median rent payments for B of A customers went up nearly 7.5% in July over last year. The increases were seen across all income groups, with middle-income and younger Americans getting the largest increases. And Tesla CEO Elon Musk sold $6.9 billion worth of shares in the company yesterday. Musk says the money could go toward buying Twitter if he loses his battle to pull out of the deal. I'm Leo Jonathan with Wednesday's Business on ABC 7.
The Television Academy has found its host for the 2022 Emmy Awards. Johnny Depp reportedly inks a huge deal and more. Here's Fox's Ashley Dvorkin with the latest from Hollywood.
Barnes returns, Depp re-signs, and Thompson MCs in the Hollywood Nation. Kenan Thompson will help honor and celebrate this year's standout TV stars. The Saturday Night Live veteran will host the 74th Annual Emmy Awards. It will be Thompson's first time emceeing the ceremony, airing live from Los Angeles September 12th.
Sauvage brings me a lot of memories.
Johnny Depp made his first major move since winning his defamation trial against ex-wife Amber Heard. According to TMZ, the actor-musician re-signed with Dior to continue being the face of its men's cologne, Sauvage, in a multi-year seven-figure deal. Photos and videos posted on the official Dior Beauty Instagram feature Depp backstage at one of his concerts in Paris, which will be used for an upcoming campaign for the scent.
But I don't actually have a plan.
The popular blue blur will go up against the Na'vis when he returns to the big screen. Paramount Pictures announced Sonic the Hedgehog 3 will be released in theaters December 20th, 2024, the same day as James Cameron's Avatar 3.
Today is a turning point at Cobra Kai.
And today's First Looks features a baddie from Karate Kid 3 joining the 5th season of Cobra Kai. Netflix released new images revealing Sean Kanan reprising his role from the film as the villainous Mike Barnes. The photos also introduce new faces joining the upcoming season. It premieres September 9th.
There's only one way to end this.
In Hollywood, Ashley Dvorkin, Fox News.
Now here's meteorologist Chase Ropenack with our full weather forecast. Good morning, Chase.
Good morning. We have some pretty chilly temperatures out there. You can see right now in Bangor, we're sitting at 59 degrees. It's actually slightly warmer by the coast, sitting at 60 in Bar Harbor, and it's actually pretty chilly the more north you go, sitting at 55 in Holton. But those temperatures will rise quite a bit today. We'll get to the mid-70s, and Bangor will actually be sitting right around 70. Mid-70s will be a little bit more south. Bar Harbor will actually be sitting at 71, and then the more up north you go, a little chillier, 68 in Holton. So those temperatures will warm up today, but they'll still be slightly below average. Looking at the temperature trend for this week, we can see we're having some rising temperatures as we move on throughout the week. By Friday, we'll be around 80 degrees. Sunday, 81, just slightly above the average. And then we'll actually take a little dip starting Monday. We'll get back into the upper 70s. So looking at the humidity with this, we can see that we're going to get into the muggy region around mid-Thursday, and then it will get down to the comfortable temperatures in the dew points around 50 Friday through Sunday, and then they'll slightly increase again. It won't get too high. It'll still get around muggy, but the temperatures will be around 60 degrees for the dew points, so won't be too bad out there. Looking at the radar right now, we can see that we have nothing really on the radar, so it's pretty clear, so no precipitation in the area. But as we look into tomorrow, we will see some showers coming our way with this front that's arriving just above Bangor and coming in through Quebec right around Thursday midday, and it should come to our area around Thursday evening. So nothing severe with these scattered showers and possible thunderstorms, but just something to be aware of. So looking at the wind speeds right now, we can see we're pretty calm by the coast. We can see 6 miles per hour coming from the north at Bar Harbor. Bangor also 5 miles per hour coming from the north, but everywhere else seems to have some pretty calm winds, so nothing, no wind threats out there today. So as we look into today's forecast, we have that high of 74 degrees, mostly cloudy with some calm winds. Looks to be a beautiful day today. Going into tonight, it'll be a little chilly with a low of 61. We'll still have some mostly cloudy skies and calm winds. And as we look into tomorrow's forecast, the high will be near 80 degrees with those scattered showers coming in later in the evening, and the winds will ramp up slightly from the south at 5 to 10 miles per hour. So now as we look into the extended forecast for you guys, looks like we have a mostly cloudy day today with that high in the mid-70s. Thursday, we have those scattered showers coming in the evening. Friday and Saturday will be beautiful weather with partly cloudy skies and highs near 80 degrees. And then Sunday, we do have a slight rain chance coming in with a high near 81.
At Dorsey Furniture, we believe value means more than a great price.
That's why we do what we do at Dorsey Furniture. That's why we're always updating our showroom with new pieces and new displays. That's why we're always eager to show you the latest furniture styles and newest fabrics.
Because we believe that your home should be beautiful.
Visit our showroom and experience Dorsey quality, Dorsey value, the Dorsey reputation. Dorsey Furniture, Route 1A in Holden, and online at dorseyfurniture.com.
I grew up in Eastport. My dad actually worked for Bangor Hydro, so that was always my goal. I've been here for 36 years. We're all that same company, from Washington County to Bangor, Lincoln, Prescott. We're all the same people. We're all from here. This area is like one big community. When we help people, that's our biggest reward, getting the power back on. We've done that for years, and we'll continue to do that.
For over 17 years, ADA Fence Company has been offering top quality fences at the best price and doing the job right the first time. Choose from vinyl, ornamental, wood, rental, and chain link fences. ADA Fence Company also builds kennels, enclosures, and gates of all types and sizes. Proudly serving Eastern and Central Maine. Call ADA Fence Company today at 1-888-891-4564. ADA Fence Company, the professional fence people.
The Farmer's Table in Corinna brings you outstanding breakfasts, lunches, and dinners made from farm-grown fresh ingredients. Dinner specials are available every day. Enjoy our homemade desserts, and above all, bring your appetite to the Farmer's Table in Corinna.
What happens when Anna Nicole Smith's family goes in search of her secrets, past, and possessions?
You don't own me, I'm not your property.
And
when the autopsy is released, it is shocking.
The 2020 event, Friday night on ABC.
If you love the combo of toasty marshmallows, melted chocolate, and crispy graham crackers, then today's your lucky day. Yup, it's officially National S'mores Day, a day to celebrate all things s'mores, like we need an excuse to eat them. So today, I want to share an easy way to get everything we love about s'mores in the form of a pie. We start by combining some graham cracker crumbs along with a bit of sugar and melted butter. We set that aside and we mix together a package of instant chocolate pudding and some milk. Once this thickens up, we fold in some whipped topping, which makes it nice and creamy. This goes into a store-bought graham cracker pie crust. Then we sprinkle on the crunchy topping and finish it off with lots of mini marshmallows. And since a s'more isn't a s'more unless the marshmallows are toasted, we pop this under the broiler just long enough for them to get golden brown. After it cools, you have everything you love about an ooey gooey s'more in the form of a pie. So stop whatever you're doing and go over to our website so you can make our toasty s'mores pie as soon as tonight. And while you're there, check out our s'mores-inspired recipes. I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found s'more tasty ways for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
If COVID-19 could get a grade, it would be an F. But as students prepare to go back to school this fall, many are still struggling to combat the massive learning gaps caused by the pandemic. Fox News' Ted Linger has a look at how students are trying to overcome the setbacks as academic professionals share tips and tricks about how you can ensure your kids start off school on the right foot.
Pandemic-era learning setbacks once again rearing their ugly head, and the timing couldn't be worse as hundreds of thousands of new incoming college students prepare to start the next chapter of their lives. But many are still struggling to adapt to pre-pandemic academics.
They expected us to be fully acclimated to how it was before.
After many spent roughly half of their high school careers juggling remote learning.
I was more of going to online school to pass, not really to learn.
The transition was hard for students like Angel Hope, who started skipping out on his virtual classes. And while he recently graduated high school with good grades, he felt unprepared for college.
Part of me feels like I deserve it because, I went through that, but part of me is that I really get the best education that I could.
Educators say students who fall behind in their learning have higher risks of dropping out of college. Not wanting to be a statistic, Hope enrolled at the University of Wisconsin-Madison's summer program, where he learned math skills he missed and developed important study habits. But regardless of what grade your child may be starting,
you have to be healthy, well-rested, and fed before you can learn.
Academic professionals say it's critical they enter school with a positive mindset.
Even if school has been a negative experience in the past, we're starting fresh and really take a positive, enthusiastic outlook to school.
And recommending parents stay involved with their child's class by volunteering, attending events, and staying active on the school's social media accounts. Ted Lindner, Fox News.
Beer is big at the Sturgis Motorcycle Rally, but as Fox's Keith Grant reports, rally-goers' tastes are changing.
It's known as the King of Beers.
Our lead brand for years here in Sturgis is Budweiser.
It's also been a longtime favorite of visitors to the Sturgis Motorcycle Rally. Still, the manager for Quality Brands says that seltzers have been taking on beer in droves.
Our biggest new kind of innovation, I think, is seltzer category. If you'd asked me 3 years ago if that category had been growing like it is, I would have said no.
Seltzer consumption has grown for the Anheuser-Busch brand.
We're seeing a lot of seltzer being consumed this last few days, especially with the heat. The refreshing.
He said that while seltzers are targeted to 21 to 29-year-olds, all ages drink them. In the 2021 City of Sturgis Rally report noted that the average rally goer is about 47 years old, younger than the 54-year-old average rally goer in 2019.
That's the new generation going to that new seltzer category. They want some more light, refreshing. There's a lot of nutritional facts with the gluten-free type stuff, lower calories in them now.
Nick has watched Anheuser-Busch expand its brand to include energy drinks and non-alcoholic beverages. He says it's for people with changing taste buds and those who want to drink responsibly without missing the experience.
We have a brand called Bud Zero now that's going crazy. We can't keep it in stock here.
Even though the crowd is younger, Anheuser-Busch remains a top drink brand.
4,000 beagles rescued from a breeding and testing facility in Virginia are looking for their forever homes. Animal rescue organizations removing some of the dogs from the Envigo lab in Virginia, a facility that bred the dogs to supply other labs that test on animals. In May, the U.S. Department of Justice sued Envigo, alleging that Animal Welfare Act violations were at the facility. The Humane Society of the United States says they're working to find owners for all the dogs. If you want to sign up to foster or adopt one of these rescued dogs, even though they're all the way in Virginia, log on to humanesociety.org. Good Morning America is next on ABC 7. Stay with us for the second hour of Good Morning Maine. That's next on Fox 22. Have a great day.
If you're a Medicare beneficiary and live in the area, call now to see how this little card could get you some big benefits, including money added back to your Social Security check. With one toll-free call, you can find out how easy it is to get all of your original Medicare coverage, plus extra benefits. You get an all-in-one plan designed to fit your needs so you can be your best every day. You could have medical coverage, prescription drugs with $0 generics, dental, vision and hearing, plus the WellCare Visa Flex Card, money for over-the-counter items, and money back in your Social Security check each month, and so much more. And here's more good news. You can get a WellCare plan for a $0 monthly premium. How can WellCare offer all of those benefits for a $0 monthly premium? It's simple. Medicare Advantage and Medicare Part D prescription drug coverage are important parts of Medicare. WellCare has a contract with